Hi. So I just tried to do this a second ago, but somehow I got into bad wireless connectivity or something, which is weird because we're in Boston. But yeah, so it turns out that you can't just be over something, or let's just put it this way. Like I knew I wasn't over it, like I was just feeling a lot better. But it turns out that you're going to go through some ups and downs, or at least I'm going through some ups and downs. This is my experience, but I don't have to push it on you. But even though I am doing considerably better than I would normally do under these circumstances, I am feeling more down than I was yesterday. And I think there's a couple of competing factors in there. One, I started getting really tired yesterday, so I need to make sure I keep my energy level up, meaning I need to exercise more. I did go on a nice long walk though, and I don't know, I think the main thing is that I was feeling so good that I just started allowing myself thinking about certain things, like, oh, you know what? Let's not go into them. But I allowed myself to start thinking certain things. And I think controlling one's thoughts is an important thing in order to get a handle on one's mood. So we're not going to allow ourselves to think that sort of thing anymore for the time being. Right now, see, I keep getting these like pangs in my stomach. Let's describe, shall we? I keep getting pangs in my stomach, and like some of them are a little stabby, some of them are a little like electric-y, where it kind of travels up to like my throat and tongue, and it tastes a little weird. Not taste, but you know what I mean, like just kind of like it's like an electric thing. And yeah, I mean, and just a general sadness and downness. But, this is part of the process. And as much as I would like to be over it by now and be cheery and blah, 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 this is something that I must tolerate, which I am doing, I must say, pretty well. And I just focus on just the next thing that I have to do. Just the next thing I have to do. And one step at a time. My friend Dave says moment-tight compartments. And that's what I'm going to go with today. Not day-tight, moment-tight compartments. Just live in this moment, the present moment. Nothing bad is happening. And yeah, I miss him. Yeah, I worry about him. Yeah, I wish we were together. But keep reminding myself that it's not supposed to be right now. It's what the universe wants, and despite my deep-seated preference, it's something that not only am I accepting and do I have to accept, but also it's something that I am grateful for, because the universe is looking after me, because I wouldn't be choosing the right choice for myself. And this is the right choice for myself. This is the right choice. This is the right thing to be doing. And the universe has my back. And, whatever's down the line is whatever's down the line. I don't have to worry about that now. I don't have to think about that now. It doesn't matter, because that's not what's happening, and it's not something I can plan for, because we can't predict the future. And the only thing to do is concentrate, focus on what I'm doing, be grateful for what I have, and for what the universe is giving me. And yeah, that's about it. So just thought I'd share that with you. Let me know anything else. There's lots of stuff that we're going to discuss, guys, about like depression and how I got out of it. And the only reason we're going to discuss that is not because I want to talk about me, but because I want to, if you guys are feeling that and you don't feel like there's any hope of getting out, I just want to provide an example of how I was able to overcome the depression and thrive. Because even though life includes sad moments and moments that you don't want to happen and things that you don't want to accept, which has been my problem a lot of the time. Okay, thank you. That's just life. And instead of freaking out and chalking it up to one more thing that makes me miserable, I'm choosing, because you can choose, to look at it not from my own perspective. I mean, sure, you can't avoid looking at it from your own perspective, right? But you can also choose to see that your own perspective might not be the best one. And I think that's the key. Woo! Almost tripped. That would have been so cool on Facebook Live. It would have been so cool, period, right? That would have been awesome. But I also want to mention, and I don't want to worry anybody who might be watching this, but those thoughts when you're, right? If you've ever been depressed, those thoughts where, and again, it's not something I'm gonna do, it's not something I'm actually considering, but those thoughts occur to you where you kind of think, I don't want to be here. It would be easier if I weren't here. Kind of want to hurt myself kind of thoughts. Those still occur. Those still come to mind. But one, I disagree with them. They're just thoughts. They're not who I am. I don't have to get involved with them. And they're also automatic reactions at this point. These are paths in my neurological makeup that are well worn and aren't going to go away just because I'm not depressed anymore. They are just, something will trigger them. It just gets triggered and it goes through your brain before you can even do anything about it. And that's just a matter of training your brain, right? Like recognizing those thoughts, recognizing those feelings, and knowing that they're not me, they're not actually who I am, they're not what I actually want, but that they occur and they're not pleasant. No one likes thinking those things. Well, sometimes when you're depressed, you kind of do. There's kind of a weird satisfaction you get from them, but they're not useful. And I can let them come into my head and let them go, because it's not actually what I want. It's just I won't say habit, but yeah, it's an unconscious, automatic reaction to being upset. And it's not the same thing as being depressed. It's not. It's passing. So I just wanted to share that with you. Hope that it helps you in some way. And I gotta go do some work. So have a great day. Well, remember, you can always choose to have a great full day. And that's what I'm choosing to do. So I hope you choose as well.